also multi-generation, and that's what I love about our team that I'm blessed to serve with you on is we represent race, but we represent multi-generation too. So, which has taken adjustment in communication, maybe even leadership style, thinking style, and that's on top of just coming from two different backgrounds, and geographical locations. But yet you said something that just I thought was profound. It's the one thing that doesn't matter what race or background or generation you come from, and that's the soul.
Soul.
Tell us about the soul and why you would want to encourage every person, every background, every generation about focusing in on this.
Yeah, we have a when I was writing my project for my doctoral degree, ran into a book. I forget the author, but the book was called "Where Is Your Soul?" Where is your soul? Your soul is that thing that goes that dwells in your heart. I talk about this sometime in Sacred Vocation, that we're body, mind, and spirit. We're soul. And if we go back to reaction again and responding, if our mind tells us to react in the wrong way, our bodies are going to follow. But if our soul and our spirit is grounded in what it should be, and that is Jesus Christ, then our body will follow that. And so I think what has happened is that our country right now, our souls are being ripped out. When that man died, Mr. Floyd, people's eyes were opened, and they, people picked up their cameras, and they saw in plain view a man being murdered right before our eyes. That opened our eyes. And the question that came is that my soul, my spirit is telling me this is not right. This is not right. This is not normal. We are brothers and sisters, and I think even though different backgrounds, different places, we have the same spirit. That's why we can sit and talk and have a great conversation like this, is because we have like spirits. My grandson asked me, he said, people talk about Jesus and God, and who is God? God is a spirit. And of course the scriptures say they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. That thing about the story with Nicodemus and Jesus having that theological talk, No, you got to be born of the spirit. And so if your spirit is full of hatred, and that's where your body's going to follow. You're going to act out, and you're going to strike back and blame everybody else, and not love them because you feel that you've been. What our country needs today, and I think this is I say this is a pivotal time, is that we've got to take a look at our souls. We've got to stop reacting, and say, what am I doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I mean, Mr. Floyd he was murdered, 7, 8 days ago, and they're still marching. Why? Why? And I think the young people are saying that our souls have got to get back together in this country. I still believe I do. I believe that things are going to get better. But we've got to stop. We've got to listen. Before we talk, got to listen and seek to understand where you're coming from, and and you are stopping and say where I'm coming from. I mentioned Bishop Curry. Bishop Curry in his book said, hate is not the opposite of love. It's selfishness. Selfishness is the opposite of love. And hate is a derivative out of that because you're talking about you and me, what I've done, you, what you've done to me, what I've gone through. No, 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 no. Jesus said, no, you love your brothers, love one another as I have loved you. You can say anything about yourself, but yeah, you should love yourself. But before you love yourself, in order to love yourself, you got to love, I've got to love you. You know, sometimes some people it's easier to love than others.
Yeah, we call them EGRs, extra grace required.
Extra grace required, right. But if I'm going to see, if my soul is going to be at ease, that means we've got to have a conversation. And sometimes we got to have raw conversation, truthful conversation, put it on the table. Will Smith's wife,
Jada?
Jada,
Yeah.
she has this series called The Red Table. And she puts things on the table.
Yeah.
You know, whether you like it or not, there it is.
It's pretty raw. It's honest.
Raw.
It's right there.
It's raw. It's honest. But you got to come away different because you can never claim ignorance anymore.
And so even with that call, and as you've articulated so well, I keep coming back to even that verse where Jesus says, you know, what good is it even if you were to gain, which I don't think right now the community feels like they're gaining anything through this. It's a hard time. But even if you were to gain the whole world, but yet you suffer a loss of soul or you forfeit your soul, right? I mean, you see even a critical concern of Jesus was, man, I care about who you are here.
Yes, and I care about your soul because I want, when this is over, I want to be in the same place we all go. You know, I believe in that. So, but our life here on this side is going to determine, Rick Warren said that. Our life here is going to determine where we spend eternity. And I want to make sure that my soul, when Don Quixote and the Man of La Mancha, you know, that when I'm late, that my heart will be peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. That when I leave this world, I want to be peaceful and calm and to know that I've done. And with that song, The Dream, The Impossible Dream, well, yeah, I'm going to strive for it. I'm going to go for it. If I don't miss it, if I don't get it, I'm satisfied that I did my best. And that's what I try to do when I encounter people, is to give them my best. To give them my best. When I come into the hospital every day, sometimes, you know, my body tells me differently, my knee tells me differently, but I'm going to give them my best. And when I can't, I'm going to call and say, Kurt, man, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm not feeling well. And so because I can't serve people who are sick when I'm not at my best. And so when I walk out of the room, I want them to know that, hey, yeah, I feel better. That's it for me, man. That does it for me.